morning. Say good morning. Put your pants on. You look so cute. Bless you. Your clothes are so big, Bubba. Your clothes are still so big because you're so teeny tiny. You're so teeny tiny. Here's Lavender's outfit for the day. She's still so small for everything, but why is your head always turned? Show the camera you. Her outfit is so cute. Overall, I would say she slept really good. She slept from 10 to 8, but she woke up at like 1:40 for a feeding. Actually, we had to wake her up for the feeding, and then she didn't eat at all from then. I tried to wake her up at 5 to eat again, and she did not want to wake up. So she like suckled for like 2 minutes and then went right back to bed. She loves looking at the windows. Okay, boys. It's okay. Dad brought us home coffee. This one's for Lavender, that one's for me. It's his birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Happy birthday.
You don't like your birthday?
That's a good one.
I asked over and over again and he didn't want it. Well, I'm gonna make him a dinner that he wants.
It's just like, I don't know, I'm 27. It's like same, it's just, it's repetitive. And I've never been a big birthday celebrator guy, like actually ever.
It is almost 10 o'clock and I just got a notification that our local Once Upon a Child, which is a children's thrift store, which you know me, I love thrifting, is officially $2 today for everything. Like everything is $2. We're going. Josh is in the shower right now. Lavender's in her bassinet. I'm gonna make some breakfast and then we're gonna go. Also, I think I need to buy a new camera. It's like coming in and out of focus. While my breakfast is cooking, I have all of my milk that I collected at nighttime. So I have a Haka and then I have 2 moos. What I do is I just collect on the opposite breast as I'm breastfeeding her on the other. So I only feed her on one side per session and then collect on the other. If we are out and I can't collect and I'm breastfeeding her, I swap halfway through so that like one breast isn't like engorged. And this is how I've built up my freezer stash and how I've made my body be able to give her enough food on one breast. So I put these in the fridge to cool. I'm gonna mix them, pour them in this container, and then when Josh makes her a bottle, he just pours out of here. This is sterilized, so this fits in my sterilizer and this fits in my sterilizer, and you have to sterilize whatever pitcher you're also using. So in here we have 5 ounces, a little bit over 5 ounces. In here, I think we have like maybe an ounce. Oh, we have 2 ounces in here. I love my moos better than my Hakas. I'm not sponsored. They did send them to me, but that's because I asked. But I will be buying more because I prefer these way more over the Hakas. It's like a Haka, but better. It's more secure. It's just overall, to be honest. And then, oh yeah, and then in here we have 90 milliliters, so like a little bit over 3 ounces. And then we just pop this in the fridge, and whenever Josh needs to make her a bottle. She doesn't get many bottles. When I was sick with mastitis, she had probably the most bottles she's ever had. She probably had like 4 in one day because I was so sick. But for the most part, she maybe has one a day. And then now I wash and sterilize these. So I have breakfast. I have sauteed kale. Is it good? Not really. But I try to have a fruit or vegetable with like every meal. And then I have like an egg sandwich. This is like Kirkland's version of Ezekiel bread and I love it. It's cheaper and the pieces are bigger. Like I like Ezekiel bread, but the pieces are so tiny. So this is like the Kirkland, I think it's like 21 grains or something version. And I'm filming a what I eat in a day while breastfeeding video. Usually I don't have time to sit down and eat breakfast like this, but Josh usually has to go get me breakfast. Okay, we're back. It was an absolute zoo in there and we were in line for probably longer than we were shopping. Lavender right now is going through this grunting phase. It's called like infant something. It's basically grunting baby syndrome. It is all night, all day, all the time. And it's driving me up a wall. She's such a good sleeper at nighttime. Like she knows it's nighttime and she actually sleeps really good. She does like 4 or 5 hour stretches and she'll wake up maybe twice max throughout the whole night from like 10 p.m. to like 10 a.m. like waking up twice. But oh my gosh, the grunting. Like me and Josh have to like switch going in the room because it keeps us up. Anyways, I got this sleep sack for $5. Obviously it's not for her size right now. It's for 6 to 18 months, but for $5 and it's such good quality. I was like, I can't pass this up. I got some like ugly-ish sleepers, but I don't really care because she's just sleeping in it. So we have this sleeper with 2 zippers. We tried to get all the ones we could find with 2 zippers. This one with 2 zippers. This one has 1 zipper. I got her some pants. I find like finding pants at thrift stores for newborns are so difficult. So obviously she's almost 6 weeks old, but she's still in newborn clothes. She's not even in 0 to 3. She's literally still in newborn, and some of the newborn stuff is still big for her. So she's probably about like 8.5 pounds, I would say, maybe now. She was in the 6th percentile when she was born, which is like super low, but she had SGA, which I'll talk about eventually. I'm actually gonna do a birth story video right after this for Patreon, but she was in the 6th percentile when she was born, so super low, 5 pounds 11 ounces for full term, and now she's in the 19th percentile, so she's catching up. This little cute outfit, so cute. Another one, this one has a little headband with it. I don't really put headbands and bows on her unless like it's for a picture or something, but in the house I don't keep a headband on her, like, because even when I have a headband it gives me a headache, so I don't put bows and stuff on her unless it's for pictures. And a little sweater, just because we don't have many of those, and sometimes we go inside and it's AC. This is so adorable. Josh said it looks Amish. Oh yeah, the little headband bow thing. If I'm stuttering and stuff, I'm so exhausted. Like, I'm mixing up my words, I'm doing stuff and forgetting I'm doing it. It's just horrible. Little bow, little outfit, more leggings. They didn't have like any just plain. These look way too small for her. They're not gonna fit her. And then we just got a bunch of, they're 10 for 10 bodysuits, so we just got a bunch of them. Literally just plain. They're super boring, but whatever. This one says Daddy's favorite human. I tried to get some long sleeves too, because we don't have a lot of long sleeves. I feel like pants are like pants and long sleeves are like the hardest thing to find. Plain gray one, the purple one. So they're all pretty basic, but my favorite thing that I got her is this sleep sack. It's so nice, it's thick, it's good quality. Okay, so this is everything I collected in my haka overnight, and usually I wake up and pour them in the pitcher, but I'm gonna start a new pitcher today. So, oh, I just dropped this milk. Thank God it was only like half an ounce. The amount of milk I have spilt is a little ridiculous. I'm just gonna pour the half of an ounce in here. I used to get really upset over it, but then I got mastitis, which actually we'll talk about in this video. I just started dumping milk down the drain because I was too exhausted to do anything with it. So, yeah, this is what I've collected overnight. So we have like 3 bottles, so I don't know. Some of them have 5 ounces in it. I would say this is probably like 15 ounces, maybe. She does very long stretches during the night, so I don't pump as much. This is just all stuff that's gonna go in the freezer, and we're gonna start a new pitcher. What I do is I usually write the date on these with a dry erase marker on the rim so that I know how long it's been. I used to do PM and AM, now I don't, I just mix them. I'm over it. And I wanna show you guys my sterilizer. This is the sterilizer we got. It's the Baby Brezza advanced one, I'm pretty sure. I'm losing my voice. Sterilizes and dries, which was the main reason why we got this, because we had the Philips that only sterilized, and oh my gosh, everything was soaking wet on our counter. It would take so long to dry on the drying rack. Like, I needed these pumps every 2 hours sometimes, like especially when I had mastitis. Everything was a shit show. It was just always wet over here. We went through towels like crazy.
Especially if you're formula feeding and you have
we didn't even have a bunch of bottles. Like, I couldn't even imagine.
Dude, no.
So I love it because I am not sponsored, by the way. I paid my own money for this, and they are not paying me to talk about this. They don't know I'm talking about it. You could just sterilize or just dry, or sterilize and dry. I will say it's a little bit loud, but it's only loud for a little bit, and it's so worth it. Josh is weighing Lavender right now. We weigh her every, I don't know, like couple of days. Like, we try to do it every like 2 to 3 days, but.
What do you think she is?
8.
Yep, on the dot.
Which is crazy because she's almost 6 weeks old, and some babies are born that weight. Yeah. She's still a newborn. I have a coupon code for these. I'm not sponsored, I paid for them, but my coupon code that they sent me for my pumps that I was sponsored for works on the whole website. These bags and the Medela, I don't know if I'm saying the name right, but those ones are really good too. Yeah, I did buy these bags. Again, I'm not sponsored, but I do have a code if you want. I'm gonna use my own code to buy some more. Okay, so I've decided I'm just gonna do 4-ounce bags now, and we're not switching the, we're not doing AM and PM anymore because it's just too much work. Frankly, I don't really care. Okay, while I'm doing this, I'm gonna talk to you guys about mastitis and what happened. There's this random one day where I needed to pump a lot more. I don't know why. No, you needed to give her bottles, and I needed to like actually pump. I forget why though. I don't know if I left or.
Oh yes, you did. Yeah.
Oh, we were also testing nipples because we were trying to find. So the reason why, so I exclusively brow, I can't even talk. Feed her most of the time. We were having a hard time finding a nipple. I think she has a lip tie. She had a tongue tie, which was clipped. I think she has a lip tie, and so she has a hard time latching to certain nipples. She has no problem, like she doesn't look uncomfortable, like she doesn't want it. She just has a hard time latching and actually getting milk out. She's very good at going back and forth between breastfeeding and a bottle and soothers, and she's just like very good at. I was pumping a lot. Oh.
You can't make that up. That's so funny.
Okay, everything's bagged. Kappa is trying to smell it, but don't worry, everything's bagged and put away so he's not making anything dirty. The sterilizer is now done. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so we're trying different nipples. That being said, I had to pump a lot that day. I pumped at nighttime at like, I don't know, let's just say it was like, I pumped, and after I pumped, my left boob and nipple was really sore, and I remember saying something to Josh like, ow, like that really hurt, like I hate pumping. And then I went to bed, and literally I think I woke up an hour and a half later and I immediately knew something was wrong. I texted Josh, I was like, I'm sick. He's like, what are you talking about? Like you just, like you're totally fine, and like, you're sick? He's like, what do you mean you're sick? I'm like, my boob, like I could not even turn over in bed. I couldn't even walk to the bathroom because the weight of my boob alone hurt so incredibly bad. I woke up and I was in severe pain, and we tried to just kind of see if it would like subside. I could not breastfeed her that entire night. I was in so much pain. It was horrible. I didn't feel a lump. I didn't feel like I had a clogged duct or anything. It just hurt really bad, and it was sudden. Like it was within hours. And then I went back to sleep, and I remember in the middle of the night, I was covered in sweat, but I was freezing cold. But I was too tired to even get up and go check to see if I had a fever or anything. We used a thermometer. The thermometer said I didn't have a fever, but I was like, no, I definitely have a fever. Turns out I did have a fever, and I just needed to use a different thermometer. It wasn't crazy high because I was taking Tylenol and Advil, but I was having a fever through the Tylenol and Advil. It was still over 100. So then I knew, okay, something's really wrong. I went to the doctor. They said I had mastitis. Honestly, finding flange size has been my hardest struggle, challenging. And I do think one of my nipples is a different flange size than the other, which is annoying also. But yeah, so my supply definitely has dropped from that because I was barely pumping when I had it because it was so painful, and I wasn't breastfeeding her as much because I was sleeping so much. I did do everything I was supposed to do, and it is resolved. I definitely feel like my boob still doesn't feel right. This boob, honestly, like if anyone has any advice, my left boob never feels fully drained where my right one does. I don't know why. She latches properly. Even when I use like my pump with a flange, I'm getting 5-6 ounces out of this boob, but it still doesn't feel like, it feels better, but it never feels fully drained, and I don't know why. I don't know if there's like something wrong with it. I don't know. I really don't. So if anyone can help me out, that'd be great. Anyways, here's everything I got. It is almost 11, and I gotta feed her. I gotta eat my nectarine, brush my teeth, feed her, and then go live. Oh my gosh, I have to charge my iPad to go live. I forgot. So we have an ounce here because that was just what was left in the bottle. Not in the bottle, sorry, in the pitcher. And then we have a 4 ounce here, 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 and a 4 ounce here. So yeah, I've come to the conclusion that this is about 30 ounces. Every single time I filled it to the brim, I usually get about 30 ounces. So I know that a mason jar fits about that. All right, here is Josh's clone. Is that funny? Is that funny? A double chin, like mom. You're so cute. I just nursed her. I am still using my Haka. I just pumped 4 ounces in my Haka on the opposite side that I was nursing her on. And Josh is doing some phone calls for a business that he has, and then I have to go live at 12:30. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm making sure I fed her before I go live. She'll probably still be hungry though while I'm live, now that I'm looking at the time. Oh, I know I... Oh my God! I got her farting on camera. I was about to tell them I know why she was making that face. It's because she was pooping. Okay, well, we're doing some contrast cards while she's taking a massive crap on me. Show them how smart you are. Show them how good you are. Let's go. Follow it. Show them. She's gonna embarrass me now. She's not gonna do it. Really? You're gonna embarrass me and fart? That's what you're gonna do? Oh, she's gonna do it again. Look at her face. Okay, now that you're hopefully done pooping. That's Kappa. She doesn't look like she's done pooping. She's still making some pretty, she's still making some pretty weird faces, but let's see. Lavender. Lavender. Look. Look, Bubs. Okay. Don't make Mom look stupid. Yep. Made me look stupid again. She's too busy looking at other stuff. All right, so that was an hour feed. I've been sitting here since 11 and it's now 12:01. And she basically did like a feed and then had a break and then nursed again and then started suckling and kind of using me for comfort. So I let her fall asleep and now I'm gonna go change her diaper because she blew ass, if you guys didn't hear. And then I'm gonna go live, so. Josh has been doing these contrast cards with her. She did almost the whole pack.
Almost so far, we're almost done.
And now that the camera's on, she's not gonna do it, right?
She's looking at the camera, that's why.
The camera or Mom?
The camera.
She's like, do I smell boobs? Good girl!
Okay, wait. Almost done.
Good girl!
This one. Wow.
Good girl! Oh, distracted. That is it for my vlog. Here's baby girl. She's sleeping in my arms as I'm editing. I have a hard time ending vlogs because our afternoons are kind of just like doing editing and cleaning up the house, making dinner. She cluster feeds. She cluster feeds a lot at nighttime, and I think that's because she does such long stretches at night. She doesn't really wake up at nighttime. I have to wake her up, and even then, she's not really interested in eating. She's gaining weight though. She has wet diapers, so she's eating enough. It's just that she's a very good sleeper. I have like a unicorn baby. I don't know. She's a pretty good sleeper, other than the grunting that keeps me up all night. She is sleeping, even though I'm not. So I have a hard time ending vlogs, but I'm going to try and get better. Also, the next vlog will be an updated camera. We got a better mic. I was watching the footage of me in the car and it was just dreadful to watch. It was shaky. It was in and out of focus. The white noise at the back was horrible. So, we've been working on figuring out my camera and that will be the next vlog. We have my old wide lens camera. It's okay, Bubs. And my external mic, so it should sound better. We just have some trial and error with that, and but for the most part that should be better. And then I'm gonna order a couple of new tripods. I don't know if any other YouTubers have this or any other people in like the camera industry. Every tripod I get like ends up breaking within like a couple months. I've been through probably 50 tripods in my career and they all break. So I need to order a new tripod, need to order a couple more things, and now that I'm kind of in like a routine with her, I feel like it's easier to vlog. As you guys can see, it was easier for me to vlog in the morning. So yeah, I am going to do a Tim Hortons mukbang today. That's what I'm filming. It's probably not going to be out when this is out, but that's what I'm filming today. It's a Q&A, so if you guys want to go over to my Instagram, it's still up right now as you're watching this. If you're watching it the day that I post this. My Instagram is still up where it says ask me a question. That's for today's mukbang, so if you guys want to ask me any question, that's on there. And then on Patreon I have a live today. I also did a Q&A over there and my birth story if you guys want to check out Patreon. And yeah, so I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.